So basically, I call myself an executive orchestration coach. And so
Mhm.
basically, I'm helping executives who have just gone from maybe a VP position to a senior vice president or executive vice president or COO position. What got them to that point, okay, is
Okay.
not going to keep them there, okay? They
Mhm.
need to actually grow. They've tended to climb up the ladder. They've been successful in everything, but that if they stay that same person, they're not going to go anywhere else. So what I learned from my travels and having all these different people in the house and just being around culture is that there was a difference between how I was being raised in the US with Western education and everything, and also, how people in the East were being
Mhm.
taught and everything. Having a Japanese wife, I also learned more in regards to what she liked about her situation, what she didn't like about her
Mhm.
situation. So she really wanted to raise our kids in the US because even though the Japanese education system was good in, science and math and the engineering and things like that, they had to do a lot of school after school after school daily.
Mhm.
And she didn't want our kids to be involved like that, and she didn't want them to be little robots. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
there's a side of the American or the Western way of growing up where when you're with your teacher, your professor, you're not on an equal plane with them, but they
No.
allow you to ask questions and what we should be able to do is to question everything and talk about everything and
Engage. Yeah.
engage. And it's that
Yeah.
engagement that you get graded on. Whereas in Japan, in the East, you've got this sensei, you've got this master who is telling you something, and they're taught that they're supposed to absorb this. They're supposed to follow that as the apprentice. The deshi is the Japanese word for apprentice.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
questioning is very difficult.